Hey, I'm Andy.
And I'm Keith.
From Every Time I Die, you're watching the Kerrang podcast.
Welcome to the Kerrang podcast.
Good to be here.
You're on the final UK day of the Gallows tour. How's that gone? Because you haven't been here for a little while.
Amazing. It's been awesome.
It's been great.
Yeah.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, it's been definitely one of our favorite UK tours.
Still good. Kids are still interested in seeing us, which is cool.
Have you been playing sort of many new songs on this tour?
Yeah, we played 4. Like within the, I mean, not like in one day, but I think we
we've
played
been
4.
Swapping them out and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is pretty awesome.
So
I love it.
Yeah, so you've been recording New Junk Aesthetic before you came out, and you'll be finishing it when you go back.
Yep.
What was it that you liked about Steve Evans that you worked with on Big Dirty?
I think it was just a comfort level, really. You know, it was definitely like he kept in contact with us too. Like every once in a while, you get a text message or a call from him, or like the other guys we've recorded with really haven't done that. So it was like, oh, okay, well, this guy's hanging around. That's pretty awesome, you know.
Yeah.
So I think it was just a matter of comfort, you know. We've already recorded there. We knew that we knew the terrain, you know what I mean, like the area, and what was around there and stuff, and yeah, it just made sense.
You know, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to cut out to ourselves and do what we can in the short amount of time that we're given. So, yeah, we'll definitely keep things buzzing to make sure that, you know, nothing gets settled and nobody gets too comfortable with where they're at.
Yeah.
Yeah. In a recent interview with Kerrang, you mentioned that there's a kind of underlying theme of paranoia and surveillance going through the album.
Yeah.
Is there any particular incident that's kind of sparked that?
I don't know if there was an incident. I think, you know what, honestly, I can't remember. I do remember thinking to myself how disgusted I was because I was watching a video with my friends or something. They showed me some online video, and it was just someone that was like doing something really stupid in a park. You know, I mean, obviously you go to a park, you're not in the confines of your own home, but they didn't know that they were being videotaped, and it was very obvious that they didn't know they were being. There wasn't anything sexual. It was just stupid, something stupid, like they were practicing something. And, you know, it had like hundreds of thousands of views, probably because people were making fun of this one person. And I was like, that's so sad. Like, the person honestly had no idea that he was going to be the butt of a joke, you know, hundreds of thousands of jokes. That could be going on as we speak, you know.
Actually, it is actually.
Yeah, it is. Right now, we're actually, I didn't realize that was going to be on. So, yeah, I wanted to take that approach.
Well, with CCTV, that's why I asked me.
Yeah.
Because you're in one of the most watched countries in the world.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure.
So the most pee videos are from here.
Oh, yeah, the most public urination happens here.
Yeah, well, that's what happens on a Friday night in most provincial towns.
Yeah.
That's what happens every night in my bunk by myself when I'm watching it.
Every Time I Die UK shows in the UK kind of rarely pass without incident. Have you said hello to the locals in any special ways?
Oxford, we had a fight in Oxford.
Right. That involve a hamburger.
Yeah. How do you know about this?
I threw it just so I don't know for a question.
Yeah, you threw it, and then they're just like the guy standing there with a
bang, another 2 minutes of chat.
Yeah.
It was just whatever. It's just a dumb situation, and you could tell it was just. I don't know. It was like cowboy types. You know what I mean? Like out on a Friday night and fucking saw a tour bus. It just happened that it was the wrong tour bus to do it to. I don't know. It's one of those things where I'm sure, like, if it got out and stuff like that, it'd be like, oh, stupid Americans, blah, 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 so gung-ho on that shit. But it's like, I don't know, man. Every time I come to this country, there's always a dude with a bad attitude. You know, and it's not me. You know, I was watching the last Mimsy, and Keith's like, let's do this. I was like, all right.
I didn't know I wouldn't have interrupted you. It's a great movie. I had no idea.
But, you know, it was just like we walk out, and these dicks, instead of being like, you know, whatever, they were being assholes about it. It was like, fucking, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, you're, you know, bad for you, man. Whatever. Fuck 'em. That was like the first time I got knocked out pretty, too, in a while. I took a shot in the face, a couple shots to the back of the head. And
that was me, the ones in the back of the head.
Just throwing stuff off your head.
Yeah.
I got a jacket out of the deal.
Yeah.
Is it a nice brand?
I left it there. I took the cigarettes out of it and then dumped a bunch of shit on it, and in case the kid came back for it, he wanted it back. So
yeah.
Maybe he got it back. Good for you. But there's no cigarettes in there anymore.
That'll probably hurt the most.
Yeah.
So you mentioned the last Mimsy. What other films keep you sane on the road?
This time around, I watched a couple good ones. I really liked. I mean, I saw it back home, but Rock and Rolla is fucking awesome. That's my favorite Guy Ritchie movie. That movie, and then you know, those like weird kids movies where they go to like parallel universes. Seem like that's been my theme. Like Last Mimsy, Spiderwick Chronicles.
Oh yeah.
They've been really up my ass. Spiderwick Chronicles blew my mind.
Yeah.
I fucking loved it. Yeah.
I've seen probably 30 movies since we've been over here, and none as bad as Clerks 2.
Yeah. This right here, I'll tell you what, Scum with Ray Winstone. I like read about it, and I like Ray Winstone, and I was like, whoa, and I bought it, and then I watched it, and it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, the scene in the greenhouse is probably one of the most talked about moments
I'm
in
gonna have to
British
watch
film.
that.
It's a raping.
Oh, I'm into a good old-fashioned rape.
But that movie was awesome.
Family fun.
Yeah.
And it was funny too, because like, you know, Ray Winstone was in fucking Departed, and he was in The Proposition.
I thought this was Chef Ramsay, to be honest with you. That looks just like him.
It does look like it. But yeah, it was awesome to see him as a kid, you know.
Yeah.
Like, kicking ass.
Yeah. So if you see someone approach you with a sock with a snooker ball in it.
Yeah, and then
away.
Phil Daniels was the guy from Quadrophenia, so that was another thing. I was like, whoa, he looks like a dirt rat.
Yeah.
If that is there a dirt rat?
There's a bilge rat.
So have you been getting any more footage for like a second Shit Happens?
Yeah.
Yep.
Doug is out.
We got Doug out with us.
Yeah, he's here right now, and yeah, he caught some. I don't know. You know, it's gonna be good footage because the dude's just got a knack for fucking making anything look awesome, music related. You know, and he's really personable. He's a fucking prick, and he gets the best out of us. You know.
Do you find you don't have to try to get good footage?
It just happens.
Weird stuff happen.
Yeah.
We were filming, and he came to the studio with us for a few days, and he left, and I'm like, dude, nothing even remarkable happened. Like I kind of feel like that might have been a waste of your time. And then he just showed us the edit, and it's his like there's awesome stuff on it already.
Yeah.
He just, I mean, it is a lot in the editing, but he gets a lot of good stuff that you don't even know is going on.
Yeah, he's good at what he does, man, and that's it. And I think it's like because our comfort level with him is so high. Like the dude showed us his dick the other day.
Did he? Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, he showed us
a tattoo on his dick.
Showed us his dick the other day, and
Does
like,
it say every time I die? Great.
yeah. Well, yeah, and then but yeah, he showed us his dick the other day, and you know, it wasn't weird. You know, so the comfort level is it's right there. You know,
awesome.
Some dicks out. You know.
Yeah. Being a fan of Mexican food, I was quite impressed with your Herculean intake of tacos.
Well, we did an interview inside, and someone asked me about that, and they were like, "I can't believe you ate, 9 tacos," and I was like, "That is nothing." So on this one, I think when we go back to California, I'm gonna try to eat 22 or 23 or something like that.
Right.
See what happens.
Is there any particular training that goes into this?
No, you just try to put them in your hole as fast as you can.
Nice.
They made a toy out of the guy that does the voice things in Police Academy. That's great.
Larvell Jones.
Yeah. They made a Michael Winslow toy.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
So after this, are you going back to finish work on the new album?
Yeah.
Is it true that Greg Pachato's on it, or is he going to?
He is on it.
Yeah,
he's on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on the song. No, we're not playing it live tonight, but he's on one of the songs we've been playing. Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
And his voice, you just know his voice when you hear it. So it's,
Yeah.
All right, cool. So could you tell us about that song in particular? Is there a title for it, or?
That one's called The Marvelous Slut, and it's it was just good to have Greg on it because it was one of the, I think the only song on it where there's kind of like a call and response vocal part.
Mm-hmm.
So, we were talking about just what effect we could do on my voice to make it not, still sound like me, but just be something different to switch it up. And like, what if we just had Greg do it? I think he was just upstairs playing video games with these guys.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
He lives like right around the corner from the studio, so.
Yeah, so Greg did it. It's awesome.
Did you have to lure him out of the gym with anything?
He had just come back from the gym. He was on his way back, and he stopped in, so luckily, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Thank you very much for your time. And
anytime.
When are you next in the UK when's the album release, and when are you going to come back?
Album's out in September, and we're looking right now at either late August or November. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, good luck with the rest of the album, and especially with the taco challenge.
Thanks
don't
very
worry
much.
about that. I don't need luck. I don't need fucking luck. I'll eat a whole Mexican.
Correct.